Yo, hey, it's Trail Mix Films back with another hot artist. Right here close to my stomping grounds, St. Paul's. Miss Royalty. Let me ask you about this new single you got right here.
Okay.
What inspired you?
Pain inspired me, yes. Narcissism. Having to deal with people who want it their way and only their way. So that inspired me. Breaking those chains and those loops was very hard, but once I got out of that, I feel free. I can talk about it, and I feel like I want to just encourage other women, help them with situations, and just to help people, women, men, whomever, gain their power back in relationships.
Okay. I feel that. I like it because a lot of people can relate to that. And that's gonna do a lot of help, out here in this world.
A lot of healing people, healing. That's all we need.
Indeed. Now, how do you feel about being compared to other female artists?
I don't really feel anyway. I commend every artist, whether they're female or male, especially coming from North Carolina, because there's so much talent in North Carolina, and I just want to be able to help someone else get out of the loop, be heard. So I don't compare myself. I just utilize my craft.
Okay, I like that. Now, what advice, because you're already, doing big things out here, what advice would you have to any artist, that wants to make a stand? Because, around here, we don't really get that opportunity like that.
Just be loud. Don't stop, don't give up. If they're not listening to you, scream. You gotta make some noise, network, promote. If you got to put the work in yourself, put it in yourself. Most of the time, you're not gonna get as much support from your own community. Sometimes you got to go outside of where you're from. And once the people outside of where you're from recognizes you, you've made some noise. Then your people will start supporting you and recognizing you. But you just can't stop. Make some noise. Make sure everybody see you. Be on everybody's scene and believe in yourself.
Okay, I like that. Now, are there any artists that you would like to work with? You can see yourself working with in the future?
I want to work with all artists from North Carolina.
I like that. I love that.
Pablo, J. Cole, even he might not be from North Carolina, I don't know. I haven't did much research, but J. Cole, yes. Moray, most definitely. A good artist that I would love to work with as well, I would say, outside of North Carolina, I would say Gorilla.
Oh.
I love her flow.
Oh yeah.
I love her flow. She keeps it real. So that's about it.
Okay. Now, how do you deal with the negativity and because we all know it's not the same as glitz and glamour and everything shining up. We know it's a downside in certain situations. How do you deal with that negativity?
I just pay it no mind. If I hear it, I'm going the other way. If I see it, I close my eyes. I act like it's not there. So that's the only way I know how to deal with negativity. I don't let anything mess with my confidence, destroy my confidence, weaken it. I just don't hear it.
So let me ask you, how was it for you growing up around this area?
St. Paul's is very, 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 very boring. There's nothing to do here. I honestly want to start an organization, a girls and boys basketball team called Royalty. We had to always go outside of town to find things to do, but it's good to have that moment of having nothing to do because it forces you to be creative. But other than that, it's just a bunch of family and a bunch of woods, okay?
I feel you. As a little boy, mischievous little boy, we had to, be creative as well. But sometimes it didn't happen with the best outcome,
Mm-hmm.
But, things happen. You live and you learn.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you deal with certain, I'm not going to say beefs, but are you the type that's going to entertain it or just pretty much just brush it off?
Back in the day, the people who do know me, they know me for not really dealing with it at all. I had zero tolerance. I'm not gonna say not deal with it at all, but I was TTG, trained to go.
Oh.
So temper, anger issues. Had to get therapy, y'all. Anger issues was very bad. So if someone was to come up to me, I would handle that situation. But that's back in the day. Now that I've grown, I learned to I just don't feed nothing, because I was doing all that fussing and fighting with people and it wasn't getting me nowhere. I was going in circles. Now I just dismiss it and just stay focused on my craft.
I like that because you see so many, some of the young artists and actually, just everyday people, feed into that negativity and then, boom, bad outcomes.
Yes, going to jail, prison, selling drugs, all that stuff. I do not support none of it. Anything that is a sacrifice that's going to take you away from your family, from your foundation, from your business, from anything that you create, I don't support any of it. But I can say that in order to be successful, you have to manifest success. That means you have to think about being successful every day.
I like that. With all this negativity going on, it's good to see some positivity and somebody that wants to breathe life into this community and industry at the same time. That's nice. I like that.
Yes, just so that people can't go through what I went through. Some of us, we have to go through things first. Some of us are black sheeps. We have to go through things by ourselves. And it's pretty hard. I can't say, I don't look like what I've been through, but I've been through enough to actually give back to the people, to let the people know that there is still hope, there's a better way. Instead of making things hard, sometimes you have to learn from other people's mistakes. And that's all I want to do. I just want people to learn from my mistakes.
I feel that. Now, if there's another hot artist or somebody that really has a lot of pull in the industry, but they're moving the wrong way, could you see yourself mentoring that person?
Yes, but they have to be willing to want. They have to be willing to want to be great. I have some people who have, great work. Great producers, great artists, because I used to manage. But they are at a standstill because they are not hungry enough. They want things to come easy. They want the performances to come to them. They want the followers to come to them. They want the promotion to come to them. You have to put the footwork in. So at this moment, I can only encourage people who want to become successful, basically.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Now, with this, because we see a lot of this crashing out, what would you tell these people in this situation before they act on something crazy?
I would tell them, be patient. Rome ain't built in a day. You just have to be patient with anything that you do. You have to have patience and believe that the work that you're putting out there is not in vain.
Okay. Now let me ask you this right here. How do you feel about people signing to a label versus independent artists?
Well, I, for one, is an independent artist. How I feel about the label, you just have to read that contract. You have to have a relationship with these people that owns the label, understand who they are, understand their personalities. I would say all artists should start out as independent artists because that's your learning session. That's how you learn the business. Money is not always it, because you can have someone sign you to a label for a $5 million deal, but they own you for life. Okay? These people they have the power to put you on a shelf, stop your artistry if you don't do what they want you to do. They also have the power to take your creativity and transform it and turn it into whatever they want it to be, which kills the spirit of that artist. So I would say, try independence at first. Be stern on what you want before you sign with the label. Put your artistry out there so that the world can already know who you are, and they'll be able to tell the difference between you signing with the label and the label. They'll know that the label tried to change you, but you already out there, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
As far as establishing yourself.
Establish yourself in this industry independently. Show the people who you are, so that when you sign, they can't change you, because they already know you before you sign the label. So it's all about fan base.
Yeah.
Without the fans, you're nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy. I wanted to get this interview, last night, but you had a performance to do. How did it turn out?
It's always great. The performances is always live, energy, crazy. Like, I live for the stage. So most of the time I get caught up in wanting to just perform, and it's not even about the money. It's just about telling my story to the world and the energy that people get off of me. That's crazy. Like, it's like it makes people go from sad to happy, and it's like when I can do that, that's enough for me.
Okay. Now, speaking of performances, what would be the number one, like, if you had to choose between sound, perfect sound, presentation, or crowd participation, which would you say is the most important one?
God, that's a all of them. Every last single one of them is mostly important, because you gotta have the appearance down pat. Whatever you represent. My name is royalty. Anytime you think of the name royalty, you think about kings and queens, and your image and how you portray yourself is most definitely a factor. But me personally, one thing that I don't care about is getting my nails done. Y'all see this? Yeah. Because I just have a problem, y'all. Like, it's just, I can't work like that with them. And I commend the other women that do so. So if you see me without my nails done, it doesn't mean I don't have the money to support my nails. It just simply means that I can't really wash my dishes like that and do my hair and my makeup and stuff like that. Okay, so that's just the only thing that y'all probably gonna see off, that y'all might think is off, but I'm content in it. You feel me?
Now, how do you feel about like certain glitz and glamour and stuff? Like the over exaggerated jewelry, the real big, nice, expensive cars. How do you feel about that? Do you see it as something that you would utilize in your image or personal life, or no?
Yeah, I like the finer things in life, so I can't even lie about that. But as far as like jewelry, I'm not a jewelry person. I know how people, I don't like to really show off too much in front of people who can't afford things like that. That sets you up to get robbed sometimes or whatever. Too much attention is not good. But as far as like glitz and glamour, I am a licensed cosmetologist and a barber. I believe in grooming yourself, your body, your face, facials, and all of those good things. Your hair. I believe in grooming the body. The accessories, you can work without a whole bunch of change, and stuff. But I don't have no problem when people do it, because it looks nice. But for me, the lighter the load, the easy the flow.
I like that. I might start using that. So let me ask you this right here. What's your religious background? Because I see that you have, good, strong morals about yourself.
Coming up, it's always been holiness. I always sang on the choirs, sing on praise and worship teams, devotional teams, and things of that nature. So it was holiness, but being that I'm an adult now, I'm more free-spirited, more spiritual now. I don't I don't think about titles. I think about relationships with the higher power. I don't have a name for the higher power. That's something that I don't get into. Only thing I know is I serve whoever created me, and that's all that matters.
So let me ask you, your particular style, because I know it's different from what we hear today. It kind of reminds me of, you know, like the neo soul style type music, you know, that we all so miss.
Yeah, I would say my style, I call it unite, because some days I feel jazz, I feel blues, I feel R&B. Some days I feel rock and roll. Some days I go straight hip hop. You know, I love the rap too. So as far as in style, I would just call it unite because it's universal. It doesn't stay the same. I just do. I don't want my fans to think that it's gonna stay the same. It's gonna switch up.
I like that. Now, is that what, you know, people would have to do, you know, to be more successful in years to come, you know, to kind of switch it up to what's going on, you know?
I can't say that that's what people should do. I think that people should be themselves. No, I don't want anyone to be like me. I want people to be themselves. Some people, they stay in the same lane because that's the lane they're comfortable in. They're great at it. But me, speaking for myself, I have my days. It's all according on how I feel.
I like that. I like that. Now, how often do you get a chance to interact with your fans?
Mostly on Facebook, social media. When I'm actually performing at my shows, that's when I'm able to interact with them. I want to start interacting more because this is only the beginning for me. People think that I have been doing this for a long time, and I have to be honest. Y'all, I've only been doing this for 6 months. So just be yourself and love what you do. And yes, I want to interact with my fans more.
Now, your team, because you seem like you have a real good marketing team, and you know, people backing you and everything.
Well, my team is City Siege of CGM, City Gang Music Corporation. He is the one who helped me get my music together. He's not a producer, he's an artist too, but he knows how to get in that studio and make something happen. He's from New York. He also has an artist. Her name is Geechee from South Carolina. And she's a great artist as well. So she's someone new coming up, and well, she's already in the industry pretty good. So that's more so of my team right now, and a couple of more people. I can't name them right now that's from New York. But I'm just blessed to have them in my life. And shout out to City Siege and Miss Geechee. Gang gang. Okay?